Your kids are just kicking off their 2 weeks off for winter break. And I guarantee you they're planning to spend at least 10 of those days in their pajamas playing video games and sleeping in until noon. And that specific choice, could cost your family thousands of dollars or more in lost merit scholarship money. I'm not exaggerating here. And let me show you why. Look, I get it. Junior year is brutal. By the time winter break rolls around in December, teenagers exhausted. They've been grinding through the hardest classes of their high school career thus far. They're stressed about the upcoming ACTs or SATs, and maybe they emerge some downtime. But here's what most families won't realize. While your junior is recovering from first semester, seniors across all the country are frantically submitting college applications. And buried in those applications are priority deadlines that will determine who gets merit scholarship and who doesn't. Many universities have November 1st or November 15th priority deadlines for merit scholarship consideration. Miss those and you might still get admitted. That scholarship money, that train has left the station. And your junior, they're 1 year away from being that senior, which means this winter break, this specific 2 week period, is when they need to start positioning themselves to capture that money. I'm a CFP and financial educator who helps families navigate the college funding maze. I've seen this pattern play out dozens of times. Families who think they have plenty of time to figure out the college financial strategy suddenly wake up senior year, fall, and realize they've already missed the biggest opportunities. Junior year is objectively the most important year of high school. When it comes to college admissions, and specifically junior year, winter break is your strategic planning moment. Not because your kids needs to work themselves into exhaustion during their vacation, but because a few focused hours can unlock opportunities worth tens of thousands of dollars next year. So let me walk you through exactly what needs to happen. First, let's talk about what we're actually chasing here. Merit aid. So merit scholarships are money that colleges give students based on academic performance, test scores, special talents, other achievements. So they're not based on financial need. So this is different from need-based aid, which is determined by your FAFSA or your family's financial situation. So here's why merit aid matters so much. The average merit award was over $12,000 per year at private institutions. About 59% of students receive some form of institutional aid. And that's not pocket change. So multiply that by 4 years, and you're looking at nearly $50,000 of reduced college costs. And unlike student loans, scholarships do not send you passive-aggressive letters 20 years later reminding you that compound interest exists. But here's the crucial detail that most families completely miss. Merit aid isn't distributed evenly or randomly. Colleges use it strategically to attract the students they want most. Colleges are running a business. They're competing for top talent. This is where the strategy matters. The students who get the most merit aid aren't necessarily the ones with the absolute highest GPAs or test scores. They're the students who, number one, apply early when the merit aid budget is still full. Number two, match the academic profile the school is looking for. Number three, apply to schools where they're in the top 25% of applicants. Number four, they demonstrate genuine interest in attending. The winter break of junior year is when you start engineering all of these conditions. Okay, here's the winter break game plan. And we give you 5 specific tasks that your juniors should complete during these 2 weeks. Some take 30 minutes, one takes a few hours. None of them are painful. Collectively, they'll set you up your entire merit scholarship strategy. So, number one, build the initial college list. The time required here is 2 or 3 hours. Your juniors should use winter break to research colleges and begin building their college list. Now, the final list, the initial list. This is if you don't have one already. This is a wide net phase. So have them create a spreadsheet with 3 columns: reach schools, drain schools, and where their stats are below the median target. Target schools, schools where their stats match the typical admitted student, and safety schools, schools where they're in the top 25% of applicants. And no, schools with good food courts is not an acceptable sorting mechanism, even though I know that's where their head's at. Here's the strategic part. Those safety schools are often your merit aid goldfish. When your student is in the top quartile in the school's applicant pool, they become a recruitment priority. That's where merit aid flows. This isn't about settling, it's about being strategic. So many excellent universities will compete financially for top students. So task number 2 here, identify merit aid priorities. So the time required here, 1 or 2 hours. For every school on that initial list, your tutor needs to research 2 things. Number 1, does the school offer merit aid to students without financial need? So some elite schools only offer need-based aid. If you don't qualify for need-based aid, no discounts available, and you'll want to know this up front. So number 2, what are their merit scholarship deadlines and requirements? Many schools have explicit priority deadlines where applying late means missing merit consideration entirely. So have them add a column to that spreadsheet for merit aid available in application deadline for merit aid. So pro tip, many schools automatically consider admitted students for merit scholarships, no separate application required. Others require additional essays or scholarship applications. Knowing this in junior year means you plan accordingly for senior year. So task number 3, create a testing timeline. So the time required here, 30 minutes. Most students take standardized tests between January and June of junior year, with the goal of being done before senior year starts. Your winter break tasks map out when your student will take the SAT or ACT and when they'll retake it if needed. Why does this matter? So for merit aid, because merit aid scholarships are tied to test score thresholds, a school might offer $15,000 per year for $1,300 plus SAT, $20,000 per year for a $1,400 plus SAT, $25,000 per year for a $1,450 plus SAT. 20 minutes of calendar planning now means your student takes tests at optimal times, as room for retakes, and gets scores reported before those early merit deadlines hit senior year. Senior task number 4, plan campus visits. So time required, 1 hour. Junior winter break is the ideal time to start planning spring or summer campus visits if you haven't already been doing these. I know asking a teenager to think about visiting college during their precious vacation time, may be like asking a cat to enjoy a bath. They'll give you that look. But here's why this matters. So many schools track demonstrated interest. They'll literally keep notes about whether students attended information sessions, toured campus, engaged with admissions representatives. Demonstrated interest can affect both admissions decisions and merit aid awards. So schools want students who actually want to be there. So your winter break task, identify 5 to 7 schools within reasonable driving distance, check their tour schedules, and block out dates for spring visits. Get them on the calendar now before spring semester gets crazy. Task number 5, have the money conversation. Time required here, 1 hour possibly, uncomfortable, but this is the most important task. It is also the one most families avoid. So parents, you need to sit down with your junior and have a direct conversation about college budget. Specifically, what we can afford to pay per year. How much budget are we willing to borrow? What's our bottom line number? I know this feels premature, but here's why it matters. If your family can afford $30,000 per year, your student is choosing between a $70,000 and per year school with no merit aid and a $45,000 per year school offering $20,000 per year merit scholarships. Those are completely different financial outcomes. School A, 70,000 minus 0 equals 70,000 per year, totaling $280,000. School B, 45,000 minus 20,000 equals 25,000 per year, which equals total $100,000. So having this conversation in December of junior year means your student can strategically target schools where they're likely to receive significant merit aid. Waiting until April of senior year, when acceptance letters arrives, when your family is making emotional decisions under pressure. So let me give you 2 scenarios. Scenario A, a strategic family, the Johnsons, use winter break of junior year to have these conversations and do their research. Their daughter Emma creates her initial college list with 12 schools, 4 reach, 4 target, 4 safety. She identifies that 3 of her target schools and all 4 of her safety schools offer substantial merit aid. She notes that 2 schools have December 1st priority deadlines for merit scholarships. Junior year spring, Emma visits 6 of these campuses, registers for the official tours, and gets on the school's mailing list. She takes the SAT in March, then again in June, scores well. And by July, she has a clear testing profile, Senior year fall arrives. Emma applies to her top schools by their early November deadlines when merit aid budgets are still full. She toured the campuses, demonstrated interest. Their application reflects, genuine knowledge of each school. Come April, Emma has 7 acceptance letters. 5 include merit scholarships ranging from $12,000 to $28,000 per year. Her family has choices, and they make their decision based on both fit and affordability. Scenario B, the Reactive family, the Martins. Let junior year winter break slide by. Their son Jake sleeps in, plays video games, and generally decompresses. Totally reasonable. They figure they'll get serious about college planning later. Junior year spring is busy with AP exams and school commitments. Summer arrives, Jake gets a job, take a family vacation, and so the senior year starts. September of senior year, panic sets in. Jake hasn't visited any colleges. His parents haven't discussed budget. He takes the SAT in October, scores okay, but not great. He doesn't have time to take a retake before early deadlines. Jake applies to 8 schools, all regular decision in January because nobody realized some schools had November priority deadlines for merit aid. By the time his applications go in, merit aid budgets after several schools are completed. Come April, Jake has 5 acceptance letters, not bad. All good schools, but only one includes a modest merit scholarship. His family faces a choice between taking on significant debt for his top choice, choosing the school with the scholarship that wasn't his first choice, or a gap year to try again. Both families have great kids. Both kids worked hard in high school. The only difference is the one family used a few hours during junior year winter break strategically. That's it. A few focused hours of planning created a fundamentally different financial outcome. Look, I'm not suggesting a junior work through their entire winter break. They need rest, they need downtime, and they absolutely deserve sleep until noon in a few days and eat an irresponsible amount of holiday cookies. In fact, I encourage the cookie consumption. But what I am suggesting is that you carve out maybe 4 or 5 hours total across 2 weeks, maybe an hour here or 2 hours there, to have these strategic conversations and do this preliminary research. Think of it this way. You're not going to ask your junior to work during vacation. You're asking them to invest a few hours now to potentially save your family $50,000 and dramatically reduce financial stress next year. So here's what I want you to do this week. Before winter break gets ramped up too much with the holidays, have a 15-minute conversation with your junior where you explain why this matters. Don't lecture. Enlist them as a partner in this process. Step 2, block out specific times during winter break for each of the 5 tasks outlined. Put them on the calendar. Make them concrete. Step 3, agree on small rewards for completion. Finish college list, they pick a restaurant for dinner. Scheduled campus tours, they get to choose the next family movie. So make this feel like progress, not punishment. Step 4, parents, do your homework too. So before the money conversation, run some net price calculators on college websites to understand what you might actually pay at different schools. So come to that conversation informed. I know this feels like you're rushing through your kid's childhood. Junior year winter break is supposed to be relaxing, and here I'm suggesting you add college planning to it. But I promise you, the families who do this work tell me later that it made senior year so much less stressful. So when you have a plan, you know your options. When you position yourself strategically, the whole process feels manageable instead of overwhelming. And that peace of mind, that's worth way more than a few hours of vacation time. So if you found this helpful, there are tons more content about college funding, strategically, strategy, financial aid optimization, and how to make college affordable without going into debt laboring. So hit subscribe, check out my other videos on college planning strategies. And parents, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you planning to use winter break strategically with your junior? What questions do you have about the process? Drop them all below and I'll answer as many as I can. Thanks for watching and good luck with your college planning. You got this.